So check this out, man. Dude just messed up my gym time. That's my me time because he just wanted to talk. And in that moment, when he first approached me, I was upset because I'm like, yo, this is my safe place. But I stopped what I was doing and we had a conversation, and the conversation ended up blessing me and blessing him as well. And that's why this message that I want to talk about today is it's not that you're too busy, it's that you're operating outside of God's will. And what does that look like? Let me tell you what it looks like. A lot of us are doing a lot, but we're doing a lot of nothing. A lot of people are busy, but that busyness doesn't amount to anything because you're operating outside of God's will. A lot of times you find yourself in situations that you say that you stressed out, but you stressed out because you are trying to be on assignment for something that God has not ordained for you. A lot of times you are trying to solve problems that God has not put you in the situation that you're supposed to solve. So we equate, man, I had to talk to X, Y, and Z. I had to do this. I had to do that as being busy, but busy doesn't always lead to productivity. See, you ask someone, hey, how was your week? Oh my God, and they tell you things that they have been doing. Those things don't mean nothing if you're not operating under the scope of God. I do these videos, and sometimes people, they be like, man, how do you do a video every day? I'll run out of things to say. That's because that ain't what God has for you. I can never run out of things to say because this is what God has for me. Now, here's the thing. A long time ago, I was doing so many different things because I was trying to get something to pop off, but so many things equals zero if it's not under the guise of God. In the corporate world, I've worked with people and they've had 10 different titles under their name. Out of that 10 different titles, I do way more work. Like, I'm more productive in the two things that I'm doing. But because their name has 10 titles to other people, they think, man, this guy must be X, Y, and Z and this, that, and other, but you're doing nothing with it. That's like someone who goes to school and they got 3 different degrees and they're not even working in that field. To the world, you feel like accomplished because you got 3 degrees. But those 3 degrees amounted to nothing because now you are working in a field that you had to start from the bottom. That's why it's important that you pray. You need to pray because you need to ask God, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing in this season? Because things change different seasons. See, there's some seasons that I had to be strong. Then there's other seasons that I had to be humble. Then there's other seasons that I didn't know what I was doing. God wanted me in that position because he needed to get a word to me. And he can't get the word that he needs to get to me if I'm out of season. It is on me to understand what season that I need to be in. That's the message today. Waking up tired and drained is not the life for you. Waking up like, oh my gosh, that just means that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, I don't want you to take this video wrong and think, man, no, what I'm saying is, when you're operating under God's will. God don't want you tired and irritable and this, that, and other. That's not God's will for you. And if you find yourself in that position, you need to take a moment and really think, okay, God, what am I doing here? The biggest problem is when you think that your assignment is to help everyone. There's certain people that's in your life that you're losing sleep over, and they're good. They're comfortable. They're comfortable living life on the edge. And because you love them, you don't want to see them living life on the edge, but that's where they're comfortable at. So you are spending countless hours and days trying to help someone that don't want to be helped. And it took me a long time to get to that thinking. So now somebody can tell me something. I'll be like, hey, good luck. I'm praying for you because you are not my assignment. You're not. And sometimes the assignment that God has for you looks daunting. It looks like it is unfathomable. But that's where God wants you to be sometimes, because once you get through it, you give all praise to God. So this Wednesday, hump day, stop saying you're too busy. Stop saying there's not enough hours in the day. Stop saying all of that. Because if you feel that way, take a moment, think. Is this what God wants me to do? Or is this what I want to do? Is this really where God wants me? See me? I talk a lot. I talk a lot to certain people. I talk a lot to certain people because they can't hear what I'm saying. But to other people that have the discernment to hear what I'm saying, I don't talk enough. Think about that. You can talk to someone, and if they don't have the ability to hear, you just talking a lot. But the people that need to hear that message, you're not talking enough. This man that I was talking to in the gym was older than me. And I used to see this guy all the time. And every time he would see me, I thought that he was mugging me. So I had already put him in the box like, all right, cool. He better not say nothing to me because I already put him in the box. But the conversation that we had today was something that he needed. But not only was it something that he needed, I needed it because I needed a wake-up call to say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That was my assignment for today. was to have that conversation. Now, if I leaned on my own understanding, I remember three times that I said, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And he didn't say anything back, but I watched him in that gym talk to everybody else. So I'm like, okay, he got a problem with me. But sometimes God to put a light around you. And that light around you makes other people kind of leery because he told me, like, man, I just thought, you know what I'm saying? I see you come in and you get in and you get out. And, I just thought, you didn't want to mess with nobody. Now, it's true. I just want to work out. I just want to go. But I was thinking something of him and he was thinking something of me. Two mountains will never meet, but two men always will. Y'all have a blessed day.